Definitely don't recommend this job if you're mentally unstable. I really don't know how I missed this. Today's video is gonna be fun because we're gonna do a little bit of an experiment and see how much I can make in a really short day. It is Sunday, so it is the best day of the week, but I got out super late today and I just kind of didn't pressure myself to get out earlier than I could. And I'm just gonna see what I can get done today. So it is currently almost 1 o'clock. That's how late I'm talking that I'm starting. And for me, I normally start around 9 a.m. on Sundays, so that gives you like context to like I'm literally doing a half a day from what I would normally do. Last night I was up so late. I was up till almost 2 in the morning, which I never ever do. Woke up so late this morning, it's like kind of embarrassing. I always like to take advantage of the full day on Sunday. First of all, I woke up at 6 a.m. with the worst calf cramp ever. I don't know if you've ever gotten one of those. They're really common, but I've only had it happen 3 times in my whole life. Oh my God, it's so bad. And I'm like I think I'm extra sensitive to it because I've always had calf issues. Not forcing myself to like wake up and do my normal, like do an order and then go to Costco drop. I'm just gonna like let myself wake up when my body naturally does, and then I'll just get working right after that. Turns out that was at 11 a.m. So apparently my body wanted to sleep until 11. I will say I woke up feeling fantastic. And I had just washed my hair yesterday, changed my pillowcase. I have these silk pillowcases. Oh my God, they're like so luxurious. And I've been using them for years now. And they're so much nicer than like cotton or like regular polyester blend pillowcases for your hair and skin. They feel like all cool on your face. There's one thing that I'm very passionate about. It's sleeping well and having nice things on my bed. To drive to the nearest Sprouts to me, it wasn't listed as a hotspot, but I just like to wait in this area. I pulled up to the parking lot. I was here for 5 minutes and I got this order. So we're starting off fantastic. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I love shopping at Sprouts. I can get these orders done way quicker than the other stores because I know the store well and the store is small. So you can just navigate the store way quicker because you're not having to walk up and down like 40 aisles at Fry's. So love Sprouts orders. This is an amazing one to start out with. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident about the day. So let's get in there and start shopping this one. Just like that, it took 17 minutes to shop. So this is customer A, and then this is customer B. It's a very easy small order. And I've been putting the basket in the cart like this. It's made it a lot easier. And here's the 2 customers. So let's go head to the checkout. Here we have customer A is just these 4 bags of the beers, and then customer B is just these 2 bags. This is why I love Sprouts, because this is a big order. It's like 50-ish units, and this is all it is. And we are only a 5-minute drive, so that's pretty awesome. 1:35, and I just finished dropping off that first order. That was the larger order, so probably the one who's tipping the most. And this second order is only 10 units, so 2 bags, which is great because it is an apartment building, so I won't have to worry about carrying them super far. Worst thing that can happen is when there's no parking or when the building doesn't have like a dedicated loading zone or like some sort of roundabout or something in the front of the building. That's the only thing that can get difficult. Order ended up taking less than an hour, and it was all that first customer that tipped. Order B only tipped $2, which is very unfortunate. But again, because it was amazing for the time, who cares? You know, Instacart's gonna keep doing that. So I did go back to Sprouts where I was sitting before, and I only waited 20 minutes and I got this DoorDash order, and it's nothing crazy, but it's the perfect thing. I have to keep looking at my Instacart to make sure I don't miss something. It's the perfect thing to just keep me busy, and it'll be a quick order, and those are the kind of things we like. So I just pulled up to the Fry's right now, and this Fry's, a lot of times when it's busy, they have no carts, so pray for me because even though this is a small order, I really don't want to like carry it around in a basket. And the past couple times I've been at this store at this location with small orders, I've literally had to carry around like 2 baskets because there was no carts. So I really hope I don't have to do that, but let's just knock out this quick order. So we're done shopping the Fry's order, and while I was in there, there was literally right as I start talking, I get an Instacart. Okay, so I'm leaving the Fry's parking lot now. It's literally like a couple miles delivery. And while I was in there was a 55 for Fry's, only 33 items, but 56 units, 4 customers and 10 miles. I almost took it because the low item count. The unit count was still about $1 per item, about 55. And it was 4 customers, and the Fry's was probably about 8 minutes away. So I'm like, it's just gonna end up taking me too long. It's a 55, but if it takes me close to 2 hours or anywhere near that, then it's not worth it. And I knew that would end up happening. So I passed on it. Then in the parking lot, there was another 50 for Sprouts, but it was 80 units, 2 customers and like 9 miles. So I passed on that. All right, so let's grab these customers' bags. This was the entire order. Very small, very easy. $12 tip on that one, amazing. The only thing, oh, my hair is so loud. The only thing that I don't love about this order is they are kind of similar in size, and if you know me, I've said this many times, these orders are way harder, I think, for all of us probably to do, because they're hard to split up, especially the carts at Sprouts are really small. Honestly, I'm just gonna carry 2 carts around. I know for 70 units, that's kind of stupid, but because it's just A and B, I can just do 1 cart per person, and the person with less items also does have 2 gallons of water, so it's gonna be more annoying to try to like fit this into 1 cart and not mix the orders up. So I'm just gonna pull 2 carts around and just do 1 cart per customer. The customer added a bunch of items on there, so it actually went up to 82 units, which is a pretty big order, but the tip went up too. So that's all I care about. We're gonna get started and drop off order A. So that order ended up taking an hour and a half after they added all those units. It was 82 units, I believe the order went up to. But the amazing thing was it went up to a 74. I haven't had a batch that big in a while now. And I'm so excited because it was only promised 51 on the screen. That's one of the biggest, if not the biggest increase I've ever gotten, like post accepting the order to like how much it actually went up to, because the people added like 10 or 12 items and they were all like higher priced items. And because they tipped percentage based, it just went up. So I'm very grateful for that one. Pretty much all of the tip was the second customer that had the larger order. These are the exact types of batches I need when I got out so late today. So I did drive back to Sprouts, and that was about 8 minutes drive, and I've only been sitting here for a few minutes and there's still a good amount of batches coming in. So I might wait here or I might move and then see where I end up next. So I got this DoorDash order for Sprouts, which I did because it's a great order. I always keep Instacart open whenever I'm shopping it on DoorDash, and I constantly toggle back and forth between the 2 apps. I missed this batch. This was 59, I think, that came in for Sprouts. Amazing order. It was probably a repeat customer. That's probably why I got it. It would have taken an hour, but I clicked accept, and it was gone, but I was off the screen. It was, you know, one of the moments I was off the screen. So, and as I was still upset about that, I dropped off the second order for that Sprouts batch for the DoorDash. And right when I go get in my car, I'm on the screen on Instacart, and I really don't know how I missed this. I was on the screen, I saw it, clicked it, accept, gone. This is one of the best batches I've ever seen, like in my entire time of doing Instacart. I had the potential to have like one of the best days I've ever had today. It's how I've been tracking as far as hourly pay, and I missed both of those. So I'm still trying to keep my head up, but honestly, I'm very frustrated. I know there's a lot of bots out there too. I don't know how common those are depending on your region, like if they're more common in other places or not, but I know they're a thing. So it could have been that situation, because I did click it, what I thought was instantly, but I just must have been looking away and didn't realize it. Honestly, don't know how you don't crash out and just like go home after this. Like, I seriously am sitting here like I should just go home. Like, after you missing the 60, I thought I was mad about that, and they're like, you can be more mad. Let's see. Missing that is just beyond me. Like, it literally makes me want to just go home and quit. And I've been sitting here at Fry's for like, I don't know, at least 20 minutes now. And of course, I like don't want to even go off the Instacart screen now, because I'm like, well, last time we know what happened when we did that. I need to know what are, like, I know it's negativity, but like, what are the best batches that you've missed? Like, what were the ones that hurt the worst? It's brutal to miss both of those back to back and be sitting here and just waiting and waiting after that kind of opportunity just flew right past. Do you guys think that more people have bots? Like, do you think that's more common than, maybe it's more common than what I'm thinking, because, or they have 2 phones, because you literally have to sit there. It's either sit there and do nothing while you're waiting for an Instacart batch, or it's take a DoorDash or an Uber and like risk that you're gonna miss an Instacart coming in, even when you're like toggling back and forth. Because that's what I do, is when I'm on a batch for the other apps, I'm constantly going to Instacart and going back and forth. But like, obviously there's gonna be a good chance that just the time that you happen to be not looking is when a good one comes in, and then you're risking that. So do you guys think it's really common that people have two phones, and or there's bots out there now that are just like accepting things at like record speed? So I have AT&T, which has been sending me absolutely up a wall. So I could not stand a chance against these bots. Like AT&T could never. That's what's happening too, because I will oftentimes miss batches when I'm sitting on the screen and I click them what I think is instantly. If it's just not, or if there's bots, and then like the mixture of me having AT&T, which I hate so much. Like, do not get AT&T. If I could like tell everyone, and everyone in the entire world could see this video, well, it's a little dramatic, but if I could tell every single person to not get AT&T, I would. Or T-Mobile. I just think you have to have Verizon. Yeah, if there's bots or people with Verizon out there, I just think I don't stand a chance against them to get these batches quickly. Like, they pop up and they're gone. So I got this double stack on DoorDash. This was a great food delivery. I did have to find one of the restaurants because it was in like a shopping complex, and that was kind of annoying, but after that it was easy, and I dropped those off, and now I'm just sitting here waiting. I definitely have like lost a lot of my positivity. Just being honest. We're missing two really good orders back to back. Like, I literally haven't taken an Instacart since I did that great one earlier. I don't even know how many hours ago. Trying to adjust my strategy to avoid waiting around for so long. And I've just kind of gotten burned the past 2 weeks, or at least it feels like that. Last weekend on Sunday, I missed two $70 batches in one day. One of them flashed on the screen, like literally to where I couldn't even like see the full details. So that, I guess there's nothing I could have done about it. I was sitting on the screen. That was a 78 for Sprouts. And then later that day, I missed a 70 because I was off the screen shopping for a DoorDash order. So I missed both those in one day. And then today, literally the next Sunday, missing an incredible batch and then also another great one. Again, same situation. One where it was my fault because I wasn't on the screen, and then one where there's nothing I could have done about it. I still am trying to figure it out, like what's the best way to really do this, because I only have one phone and I don't think I'm gonna get another one. I really can't make this up. I was on the screen. I was toggling back and forth, but at this point I was on the screen and I just missed this order. I was starting off so strong, and now I've missed 3 good orders. I've missed more good orders today than the ones I've taken. I've literally only done 2 orders and missed 3 good ones. All right, so we're on the way now to go pick up this sushi order. It's a great, quick and easy one. I'm probably just gonna do these for the rest of the night. I mean, I'm still looking at Instacart, but at this point, I really don't think like anything really worthwhile is gonna come in this late at night. So probably just gonna deliver food and just see kind of like what I can round the day out to. Since I seem to be missing more batches recently, I'm kind of wondering, well, one, my phone be overheating. Like, I gotta think that's part of it. And it's because it's 100 to 110 degrees out here, and it will only get worse. And also, I think that, like, toggling back and forth between all the apps, I think it does, like, do something to the phone. Not just, like, cause it to overheat. Something to do with the speed in which I'm able to, like, get Instacart orders or something. It's gotta be, like, because recently I've been missing a lot more orders where it's been more frustrating and asking myself how I'm not getting them. And maybe it's something because of like how many times I'm going back and forth between all 3 of the apps. And it just like, after doing that enough, it just doesn't want to load quick enough. So I'm sitting here and I just like have to rationalize this in some way, shape, or form because it's so frustrating. When really maybe there's not a reason, like maybe there's not any sort of correlation, and I'm just trying to find one. Okay, let's go grab this really awesome DoorDash double stack. Actually got this one while I was about to drop off the Uber order, so perfect timing. And it's also going in the direction of home. So I'm like, this is a great one. I think these food orders are like saving me from my misery on Instacart. Also, I think we're probably just gonna finish out the night with doing food deliveries. Definitely don't recommend this job if you're mentally unstable. I think of myself as being pretty mentally stable, and I be pissed when I miss these orders. Like the 90, I mean, that I feel like we get a free pass on that one, okay? Like I was mad. But how can you not be? Sitting there, you're waiting hours sometimes, especially when you're on the screen. If you're off the screen like that other one, okay, yeah, that's your fault. Like, you know that you kind of got to be on the screen. If you're on the screen and you don't get the order, I feel like we're allowed to be mad. I feel like that's the rules. Luckily, this double stack DoorDash, both the pickups were super easy and they were ready. One of them had like a 3-minute wait, but that was no big deal because I went to the bathroom anyways. So, and then the second one was really fast. And they're going in the direction of home. So then hopefully I'll just find a few more that are heading closer to home, so I don't have to like waste dead miles driving home. And it's still good volume going on. So I'm just gonna see how much I can like scrap together to round out the day with food deliveries. Okay, so we quit. We're done. I dropped off that last delivery at like 8. Now it's like 8:30, but look what we have. Everything's fine because we have Shake Shack that you can't even see the deliciousness. We have cheese fries. We have the new barbecue burger in there. You can't even see it. Oh my god, it's awful. I got a mushroom burger, and then my boyfriend got the limited barbecue rib, whatever thing. And we got some chicken bites. We're gonna go home and eat this and have this as consolation for this terrible day. It wasn't terrible, but it just went downhill really fast. And when I missed those, it killed my mood. Oh no, three in a row that I missed. That was something else. That was an experience. So I will add up the numbers and put them on the screen here. And I'm saying it's horrible now, and it probably wasn't. I think I still did pretty good hourly and for my like daily total. I just really got crushed. I really got so mentally discouraged towards the end. But we're gonna go home and eat this new Shake Shack, which looks delicious. I'll be right back at it on Monday. I will probably put my weekly total here too, because usually when I film on Sundays, I do like to also add the weekly total. I have mentioned before that my weekly goal is 1,000, and if I go over that, that's great, but my goal is 1,000. So I don't think I hit that again. Last week, I've been like dropping the ball like the past couple weeks. I mean, really ever since we moved into our new apartment, my earnings have definitely been on average lower. And some of that's been out of my control. Moving, that takes a lot of your time. And I got sick also like right around the time we moved. So my earnings definitely tanked during that period of time. And I need to like get them back up and better, because I was making 1,000 every week, pretty much no problem, making more than that on several weeks too. So I like to keep it as my goal. We'll see how close I ended up getting this week. I'm pretty sure I didn't hit it, but we'll see how close I got. And again, thank you so much everyone who watches. And I'm getting pretty close to getting monetized, which is just crazy to even think about. And I love making all of these videos so much. And I love anyone who supports, and just know that I genuinely appreciate it so much.